You can forget about Bono. Here comes Nuno. That was a bit of rave you were listening to there. You know what rave is, don't you? You know what rave is? It's what John Bruton does all the time. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I meant to get that track, have that little bit put onto it. You know, the old techno effect. Techno, 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 techno. Techno shite from anyone. You have to be careful about mixing the old show business and the politics now. You know, it can be quite awkward. You know, for example, now being a cabinet minister is a bit like being in U2. You know, you get your own driver and a chance to do a show every day. That's what the thought is. 'Tis a show. It's a shag and disgrace as it happens. I learned a few things from Bono. I'm going to try it tonight on my own act here. I learned this. We professionals talk to each other. Using satellite technology. Recommended personally by Bono. We're going to try on a contact tonight, establish a phone link with a certain war-torn, violence-ravaged city, which is never far from our thoughts. Come in, Limerick. No answer, they must be out. They must be at an away fight in Glenamaddy. Now, I tell you, you too, they have upset the TDs in this country. They ripped us off. We were the original zoo tour. Some of the TDs are desperate animals altogether. But of course, you know, they're more to be pitied than scolded, really, you know, when you get it. But of course, the present government, its formation has been less like a zoo, it has been more like a circus. You had John Bruton, Johnny Baby on one side of the trapeze. You had Dick Spring on the other side of the trapeze. And Johnny Baby wouldn't listen to anybody. He launched himself off the trapeze, swinging through the air, hand outstretched, whistling Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Dick jumped the other way. Poor Johnny got a terrible land. Not into the land he'll get when we finally get rid of him, I can tell you that. Just narrowly the last time. We'll do a proper job the next time, I can tell you that. And of course, that's how this government has continued. It's continued like a circus. You have Bertie the juggler. I think we all know what he was juggling. And of course, the clown is the star of any circus, isn't it? Not Bono, but Bozo. Bozo Reynolds. The man who didn't know what crap was. And he dishing it out to the entire country. But I don't believe the business he told the Beach Tribunal about only being a one-page man. A fella who only reads one page in anything. That's nonsense. I've been in his office. I've seen it. He has a number of books on the shelves there. 2. Fair play, he's finished colouring the first of them. Well, anyhow, we're here tonight to talk about jobs for the boys. That's the big issue, jobs for the boys. We all need some form of occupation. Don't we? We all need some form of occupation. You know what an occupation is, don't you? Occupation, 'tis in the dictionary. Occupation. 'Tis between octopus and a cult. You know what a cult is, don't you? A cult. A cult is my favourite word for John Bruton. Mind you, I have to get that old typewriter fixed. Oh yes, good old Johnny Baby. But if you want to have a job in Ireland today, you have to ask yourself a number of questions, such as, am I qualified enough? Am I skilled enough? Am I confident enough? But most importantly, am I related to Dick Spring enough? Don't get me wrong, I think 'tis fantastic. 'Tis enlightenment. Dick's a wonderful fella, you know. He's under Labour, your chances of a job have improved in relative terms. Must be a relative, that's very important. Remember? Niamh Brennock was made Minister for Education and the daughter got a job straight away as well. Remember that? It was fantastic, don't get me wrong. I also think that's enlightened. Very, very enlightened. You know. After all, Noel Brown will be delighted. They finally brought in a mother and child scheme, you know. And then, of course, you have Michael D. Higgins. The D is for dodgy. He wants to put U2 on the curriculum. Oh, the nuns and the Christian brothers will love that. You don't know your Joshua tree. Get out to the wall. You, where the street's got no names. Don't know, put out your hand till I give you an unforgettable fire. Of course, I know all the lads in you too, you know them very well. Adam. Put out Adam now. I'll leave it all off with Naomi. I'm very sorry about that, you know. Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. But poor old Adam had a problem, you see, apparently last August. It was all off with Naomi and he, I'll say nothing, but apparently went to London with the Visa card and was indiscreet and all news of the world. The news of the world are terrible for that, you know, the way they, at least they didn't put it in the Irish editions. That's you know. We'll leave it at that, I won't say any more. I couldn't. No. Look, no. To be spreading gospel, scandal. No, I don't. All right, I just say this much. He had the same problem as Peter Clohessy from Young Munster. Couldn't stop jumping on hookers. And then, of course... Oh, the clap, don't remind me. I should really have done that in Hawie's voice. It would have been far more appropriate, but anyhow. Oh, the clap. Oh, the fun I had getting that. Oh.
Applications are invited for the position of French teacher. The successful applicant will have working experience in a French-speaking environment, such as Brussels. The successful candidate will have a proven record of condescension and a streak of misogyny. He will not be an equal opportunity